become a citizen. Hi, good morning, everyone. Okay, so I'm not going to be accepting requests, please, because this is meant to like be a video for those who want to relocate to Finland. So a lot of us, if you can hear me, please like let me know, because I don't know if my volume is really loud. So a lot of people are like interested in traveling out, but majority of the things they consider is age. Okay, this country might not give me admission because of my age or something, or I do not have enough money to pay my tuition fee. So today I bring to you guys good news all the way from Finland. Finland is a Schengen country which the economy is really good, and it is somewhere you can relocate to with your family, free tuition fee, and if you're of age 18, from 18 to like whatsoever, there's no age limit from there. It's a good opportunity for you. So if it's something you want to do, I'm trying to pin a message so people know what I'm doing here and become Finland invoice. Okay, lovely. So if you have friends who want to jackpot, the word is jackpot, you can share this video with them. It's going to really help them. I'm also going to save this video, post it on my page, and also post it on my YouTube channel. So my name is Beatrice, and I am one girl who loves to do a lot of research because I like the money, and I also like to assist people who achieve their goals. So if jackpot is one of the things on your to-do list and you're considering a lot of countries, you've tried the US, it's not working, you've tried Canada, it's too pricey, you've tried UK, is too pricey, you don't have the money for the tuition deposits, then I believe there are a lot of countries. We have Norway, we have Finland, we have Sweden, we have France, and some other countries. But today I'm going to be focusing on Finland because I did a lot of research. I kind of have some ideas that are going to be favorable to you guys. So I posted a video yesterday telling people how to move to Finland and become a permanent resident, move to Finland via vocational school. So what if you want to ask me what vocational school is? So vocational schools are the schools where you go to like learn handiwork. It's not a university concept. It's for people who probably are done with their secondary or primary education. But oh god, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, let me know, because I don't want to be talking and the sound is off. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you, Portia. So vocational school are for like, okay, for instance, I am done with my secondary school education. I do not want to go back to, I do not have funds to go to the university. So I decide to go into a fashion school. That is a vocation school. Or I decide to go into like a mechanical school where I get to learn machine work and everything. So that's a vocational school. So Finland has vocational schools for both people present in Finland. But the only bad thing is they have just one vocational school that accepts international students, and with this they have just 3 courses this school accepts people to go. Number 1, I want you guys to remember the idea is jackpot. So irrespective of how many courses, like if this course doesn't really align with what you want to do, you can still move to Finland. I will give you like heads up, I'll give you guys all the scope and everything. So now they have one school that accepts international students, and I will give out the name of this school if you don't want to use my services, in case you want to apply on your own. But I advise you use my service because I know I know my onion, so you're going to be getting everything clean without you like messing up your old paperwork. So this school accepts international students. They have just 3 vocational programs, which is cooking for those who want to like become caterers. They have one called waiter and waitresses. They also have another vocational school for mechanical fitting, those who want to go into the engineering aspect of in their career. So these schools accept international students, and they accept Helen, don't make me laugh. They accept international students, and they have 2 sections, which is the January section, and they also have the August section. Sorry, I'm going to be doing a lot of jotting so I do not mix up stuff. They have the January and they have the August section. So in the January section, they start accepting applications from August. Then if you want to start in August, they start accepting applications for January. These schools are totally free. They have tuition fee for all international students. Apart from tuition fee, you probably are in class and you will be hungry. They give free lunch to international students as well. The age, if you want to go to this school, you must be 18 years of age. There's no other limits. Even if you are 95, you decide to relocate to, you decide to relocate to Finland, they will let you go because there is no age limit. So, but one thing you need to understand is that there are a lot of people who apply to this, so there is competition with who they will accept or not. So, in order for you to go to this school, you must have an IELT exams. You must write the IELT exams, and the what do you call it? The minimum score for these IELT exams is 5. If you don't want to do IELT, you can do Toefl, and Toefl, the score for Toefl is I think I wrote it down, it's 60 points. So now I need you guys to note these things. IELT score is 5, minimum score you must present is 5. Toefl minimum score you must present is 60. There are 2 kinds of IELTS. We have the academic and we have the general training. So even if you present any of these, they are willing to accept these things. So the courses they have in this school are, I'm going to say it again, it's a vocational school. It's not a university or anything. It's open to every country. So they have cooking, waiter, waitress, and they have mechanical fittings. The school is free. It is located in Finland. Finland is a Schengen country. So the school also provides free medical services to all their students. You can relocate to Finland with your family. That's another thing you should know. You're going to get a permanent residence. This program lasts for 3 years. So in the 3 years, the first year they're going to be, you can decide in the first year to learn Finnish. Whilst learning Finnish, if you are not comfortable with these 3 programs, you can also decide, okay, I want to apply to another school, because they have a lot of vocational schools in Finland, but there is only one that accepts international students. So while in Finland, you can decide, okay, I will do 1 year in this school and now decide to transfer to another school that has different programs that might fit what you really want. But what is there to change? You just stay on. So now calculate, you're getting a 3 years visa and a study permit. So if you're deciding to go to Finland, it's advisable if you go to Finland with a passport that is 5 years, because they give you a permanent resident, a student permanent resident, based on the duration of your passport. So if your passport is just 2 years, they will give you a permanent residence of 2 years. If resident permit of 2 years. If your passport is 5 years, they'll give you a resident permit of 5 years. If you have the 10-year passport, they'll give you a resident permit of 10 years. So it all depends on the duration or expiration of your international passport. What qualifications do you need to go to do you need to apply to this school? All you need is your waec result or your first school leaving certificate. That's like when you graduated from primary school, or waec result. Remember, they accept students from 18 years of age to, there is no limit. You can be 100, and if you decide to relocate to France, you can. So these are the things. Studying in Finland, you can go with your spouse and or your family. A lot of people want to relocate, but they want options where they can go with their family. So Finland is opening their gates to you and your family coming in, so which is a very good thing. And remember, it's tuition free. You're not paying school fees. Another thing is the admissions deadline. So for those of you who want to be in Finland by August, I will advise you to use this month, use next month, start preparing for your IELT, write your IELT exams, nail it, and then apply by January. The admissions is going to be open for by January. Apply. Then in order for you to get a decision takes 1 to 2 months after admissions has been, and the admissions is closed. So if I apply in January, you should know you should be getting a decision by March or February. So that's when you'll be getting your decision. All you need, educational background, credentials you need is just your secondary school or your first school leaving certificate. Then I'm coming up. I made a note so I don't want to miss. The study duration for this program is 3 years. It's a 3-year program. The first year is when you stay to learn Finnish. The advantage of learning Finnish is very high, because if you know how to speak Finnish or Swedish, you can integrate. Can you help in applying? Definitely. I'm giving this information because I'm a travel consultant and we can help you in applying. If you don't want us to apply, I'll also give you a name, but I advise you use my service because I know what I am doing and I'm definitely not going to make a mistake while applying for you. So the study duration is 3 years. The first year you use it in learning Finnish or Swedish. So those are the 2 languages. So Finland is very close to Sweden, so they both speak Finnish and Swedish in their country. These are their lingua franca. Then if you want, I think I will tag the business page, KB_visa. Okay, sorry, I do not want to forget anything. So you're going to get every information on the caption. I'll be saving this video and I'll be tagging the business page. So you will go through the business page to get all that information. So I do not miss. So the first year you're going to be using it to learn Finnish and Sweden. If you want to integrate to become a citizen of Finland, you need to know how to speak Finnish. You need to understand the government and everything. So those are the things you're going to understand while integration to becoming a citizen. Just like in every other country. I stay in the US. If I want to go for my citizenship exams tomorrow, I must note 100 questions, 100 things about the US. It's a booklet you are going to have to study because they will ask you questions based on this. So remember, things you should consider. You need an IELT exams. No jokes. You must prove that you are English proficient. So IELT is one thing. I just believe a lot of us can actually write these exams and know if we want to write it. And the score mark for IELT is 5. There are 2 kinds of IELT. We have the academic and we have the general training. Finland is going to accept both. If you have any of those ones, you can go with it. But the general training IELT is easier than the academic IELT. Then tuition is free medical services for all the students of this school. You can move with your family. Another thing you should consider, study duration is 3 years. Another thing you should know is they are going to give you a resident permit based on the duration of your international passport. If you go to Finland today and your passport is expiring in 6 months, they will give you a permanent resident permit that is 6 months. If your passport is expiring in 10 years, they'll give you a resident permit that is 10 years. So you should know this kind of things. Then after graduation, you can decide to apply to a university. If you want to further your education, you can also just decide to apply to a university because you still have a resident permit on your passport, or you can decide to move into your career. Students, graduates from schools in Finland are eligible for a 2 years postgraduate permit. This 2 years postgraduate permit is going to last for 5 years. So this is how it is. You can decide to get it's 5 years at once, or you can decide to get 2 to 1. So that's one very good thing you should know. You'll be getting a postgraduate permit. Then your living cost per month in Finland is 800 euros. So that's for feeding and accommodation, which I believe is very, very affordable. So they are giving you free tuition, but they are not taking care of your living expenses. So in order for you to apply for a Finland international visa stroke study permit, you need to have about 8,000 euros in your account, which should be approximately 4 million naira. So this is just something. There are a lot of people that do proof of funds. I do proof of funds, but it's as a charge, and my charge is 4% of the amount you need. So you need to have proof of funds in your account in order for you to get a Finland passport. Then let's move into integration to becoming a resident permit, a permanent resident. So now I am a student of Finland. For instance, I am a student of Finland. I have my international, I'm done with school. The moment you're done with school and you get your 2 years postgraduate permit, you can start applying for your residence to become a permanent resident. Once you're a permanent resident, yeah. Okay, so now you are going to a school that is 3 years, because the school I'm talking about is 3 years. The duration is 3 years. If you stay in what do you call it, in Finland for 1 extra year, you're eligible to become a resident permit. What the fuck am I saying? Sorry for that word. You're eligible to become a permanent resident, PR. So if you stay in Finland for 4 to 5 years, you're eligible to become a permanent resident. So, and they also count your study duration. So now I am going to Finland this year. 2022 is my 23 is my second year. 2024, 2025. So by 2025-26, I should be a permanent resident of Finland. These are the things you need to know about Finland. If you become a citizen of Finland, you can travel to 193 countries without a visa. You can travel. Okay, please, you could just drop your questions, because I do not want to miss any points. I'm going to be posting this video on my, once this live is done, I'll be putting it on my page, on my feed. I'll also be tagging our business page so you can ask questions there. All I'm just doing is this live. I do not really communicate with clients, so someone's going to respond to you, but I do the processing of everything. Thank you. And yes, I could help you with Canada if that's what you want. We work with different countries, so I could help you with Canada. So now, you see, as a citizen of Finland, you can travel to 193 countries. Let me bust your bubble. You can go to the UK visa free. Because UK is one of the EU countries, so you can go to, as a citizen of Finland can go to UK without a visa. You can also go to Canada and US without visa. You have a visa waiver, but you need an ETA, which is an electronic travel authorization online. All you just need to apply is online, and it's linked to your passport. So this is like a very good opportunity. You can travel to the US, Australia, Canada visa free as a citizen of Finland. All you need is an ETA. You can become a permanent resident in 4 years. Yeah, they give work permit. I said that earlier. And unlike the likes of, okay, see, when you go to US, you go to UK, a student is permitted to just work 20 hours a week, but Finland gives you 30 hours a week. You can work for 30 hours a week in Finland. So now you see, you can do your comparison here. Then another thing you can also do, you don't need a degree to move to any vocational school in Finland. All you need is your first school living certificate. If you didn't go to secondary school, you only need your primary first school living certificate, and you also need your waec results if you have first school living, if you've gone to secondary school. Another thing you need that is really important is an IELT score, which like IELT exams, you have to write it, and the minimum score is 5. They have 2 kinds of IELTS, the academic and the general training. This school accepts both. So I'm open to questions. I think I have given you guys all the major information, the good things about Finland. If you have questions, you can throw them to me. I will respond. And I'm also going to be saving this video on my feed. It's also going to be on my YouTube account. I'll be tagging and dropping some information. So if there is anything you want to know, this is like a very good time to rapport with me before I go off. Admissions is open from January for those who want to school in August, and from August for those who want to school in January. So I think you have all the time in the world right now to get your international passport ready and write an IELT exam. So some days we want things free, but we have to push ourselves. Are you willing to write an IELT exam just to achieve this? So it's not all about US, it's not all about Canada, it's not all about UK. There are other countries that are really good, but we are missing this opportunity because we are all focused on, I want to be in US, I want to be in Canada, I want to be in the UK. So I'm open to questions. If you have anything, you can drop your questions and I'll respond. Who don't have questions? Who don't want to travel? I welcome. Yes. Tuition is free, but you need proof of funds. I'm not sure of what a blocked account is. You need proof of funds. That's one thing I know. And this proof of funds must be verifiable. Can I be in your DM? Yes, you can be in my DM. But one thing about being in my DM is I don't need you to come to my DM and send hello. Go straight to the point, because I have a lot of DMs. I probably won't respond to you if I just say hi or hello. Go straight to the point. Ask, and I would like if you have questions. If you have questions to ask me, don't just come. I have a lot of people I am not going to respond to. They just send me DMs and say, tell me more about Finland. Finland is a country. I don't have any other thing to say about that. So be very specific with your questions. Thank you. If you get your resident permit, can you travel to other countries or visit Nigeria between 2 years of residing? Definitely. You have your resident permit, which permits you to stay, go out, work, so you can travel. I already went straight to the point, Mama. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Because why I'm making that point is because I know I posted the post and I have a lot of DMs with people not going straight, and I can't respond to all of that. Thank you. I'm going to respond to you once I'm done with this video. So with your if you have a resident permit, definitely you can travel. Your resident permit is one thing that tells you you can stay, you're eligible to stay in this country, you can work in this country, you can travel out and come back. And note this thing, I'm a student of Finland. I get a visa for a 3-year course. My 4th year I can become a permanent resident, because you just need 4 years of being Finland to become a permanent resident. Then your 5th year you can integrate to becoming a citizen. So it's a good thing you get to learn their language and everything. Why are you in a country and you can't speak their language? And another thing you should know is this school you're going to is English taught. So do not be scared that you don't speak Finnish. It's English taught. Everything is English taught. Thank you. They have just 3 courses. Another thing you should know, they have cooking, waitress, and mechanical fitting. And Finland is one of the happiest countries in the world. So no depression. Any other questions, beautiful people? Another thing, the school provides free lunch for their students. So have that in your mind. Free lunch. It provides free medical services to their students. You can relocate with your family. That's one thing I am big on. You don't need to focus on US. You don't need to focus on Canada. You don't need to focus on UK. If it's to travel to US, remember, as a Finnish citizen, a Finland citizen #1, you can travel to US, Canada, Australia, and UK visa free. You don't even need an ETA to travel to UK. You can go to the UK with just your passport. Then if you want to go to Canada, Australia, or US, you need an ETA, which is an electronic travel authorization. It's just linked online to your international passport. So if you're just joining and you didn't really catch anything, people might be asking questions, so you get from there. And I'll also be posting this video. And there are other requirements one must meet to get the PR aside studying 4 years, perhaps having a particular amount. No, you do not need to have any particular amount in your account. All you need to do is you have a job, because you get a postgraduate work permit after your 2 years. So you have a job, you're currently working in Finland. Number one, you know how to speak Finnish or Swedish. That's another requirement. So I definitely know in 4 years of you being in Finland, there's no way you will say you've not learned some things. So those are the only requirements. You don't need to have a particular amount. You just need a job. You definitely graduated from a school. So those are the things you need. But when you're about to integrate to becoming a citizen, one of the things they consider is the fact you can speak Swedish and Finnish. You understand the culture, how businesses are run. You have a business or a job in Finland. So those are the things you need to integrate to become a citizen of Finland. Where's another question? I'm available to respond to all those questions. I've had a lot of people on my DM. I think I'm going to do this live once again, but I'll make an announcement before I do it, because possibly people are out there enjoying their lives. They are not really on Instagram right now. Remember, you don't need to be scared. Okay, I've seen some people ask me, I have a third class, can I school in the UK? Okay, I have a third class, can I school in the US? Guess what? You don't need a degree to move to Finland. All you need is your waec result, an IELT exam. Something I know, if you study, there's really nothing we can't do. It's just that, okay, I decided I'm willing to. And IELT exams, I think it's like 83,000 naira. A lot of people shy. Okay, I even see students that send me messages, please, I need a school with scholarship, fully funded scholarship, and they are not even willing to write GRE exams. They are not willing to write IELTS, all these things. You need something to boost you to achieve something. So this is a wake-up call. You're tired of your current state, you want to leave Nigeria, you want to move with your family. Finland is the best bet for you. That exam, yes, it is compulsory. You need IELTS exam is the number one thing. You need an IELTS exams with a score of 5, a minimum score of 5. There are two kinds of IELTS. We have academics, or we have general training. So you need one of them. If you have any of them, you can submit it. They also accept Toefl with a score of 60. A minimum score of 60. So you can either write your IELTS exams or Toefl. One of them is accepted. Then yes, you can move with your spouse and kids. That's when I say dependents or family. You are eligible to move with your spouse and kids. Your spouse are going to be issued a permit too once you guys are moving. When will you talk about other countries like Switzerland, Canada? I talk about US, Australia, and Canada with UK almost every day. I make posts about this. I am trying to call countries that are almost free tuition, countries for people on a budget, countries for people who have tried these other countries and are not working on them. Like for instance, if I have tried the US too much, it's not working for me, I will go to and I will choose another country. And like people want to travel to UK, Canada, and the US. But becoming a citizen of Finland and having a passport that permits you go to this country without a visa, I think is a very good thing, where you're going to be spending nothing. You're obviously not spending any money. So requirements are just waec and English proficiency. Correct, just your waec and English proficiency exam. And you have time, because their next can you write IELTS or TOEFL outside Nigeria? Definitely you can write IELTS and TOEFL outside. All you need to look for is a center. If you go to IELTS website, just put your location. They're going to give you a couple of centers and you write. If you want me to help you do that, you can also send a DM. I will help you book an exams for you. I'm currently trying to look for someone who I will partner with that can train people on IELTS exams. I think that's going to be really helpful for a lot of people who want to write. Writing IELTS is really good. You know why? If you decide to migrate to Canada tomorrow through skills, or PR whatsoever, you need an IELT exams. And your IELT exams last for 2 years. So it's something I think people should consider investing their money and time. Yes, you joined the video late, but okay, we are talking about moving to Finland, becoming a permanent resident in 4 years or a citizen. I'm really sorry, I can't accept, except you want to ask me questions, but I can't accept live videos because right now I'm trying to like school people on something and it's not. PR is permanent residence. The full meaning of PR is permanent residence. So things I might have said are PR, permanent residence, ETA, electronic travel authorization. It's an authorization for people traveling to countries where they have visa waivers. So when you have a visa waiver, it means you don't need a visa to come into this country. Then another thing you might hear me say is POF, which is proof of funds. You'll hear things like SOPs, statement of purpose, or yes, so those are things, or letter of intent, LOI. Those are basic travel terms you might hear or might see online. So I really advise you guys to give it a try. It's another thing, like, okay, for instance, the next country I'll be talking about is Sweden, and I'll be comparing Sweden with UK with Canada. Moving to Sweden, where, you know, in Sweden they don't have any work limits. International students can work as long as they want. You will not see any restriction like 20 hours, 30 hours. So these are the things you need to know. Do you have a YouTube channel where I can watch this? Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting this on my Instagram feed and also my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is Beatrice Zoe in Jammer. So you're going to see it there. I'm going to be posting this. Don't worry, the information is not going to get lost. So if you also have parents, if you are abroad, like this also goes to people. For instance, now I'm in the US and I'm considering, okay, I need something that will make my siblings travel out or whatsoever. All I just need to, or my dad or something, all I just need to say is, okay, let me help my parents read. Like, we all practice, they write these exams and they can relocate to Finland. Remember, one of the things you should consider with this is the minimum age for applying for this vocational course and school is 18 years old. You must be 18 years old, and they do not have an extended limit. You can be 95, you can be 100 and want to relocate. It is fine. There is no age limit, but you must be the minimum age is 18. Then all you need is your first school living certificate, that's from your primary school, or you need your waec results from your secondary school. You need an IELT exams. You need a proof of funds showing that you have up to £8,000, which I would say approximately 4 million naira. The cost of living in Finland is is estimated at 800 euros, which is both living and like housing and living expenses. If you're traveling with your family, you probably want to go higher with your proof of funds. You probably want to show maybe extra £2,000 per each person. If you have 3 kids, you know, you're showing £6,000 plus your wife, extra 2,000, so that's like £8,000, 8,000 euros, not pounds, they use euros. If you're in Finland, you can. And now getting a Finland visa, which is a Schengen visa, you can actually visit all Schengen countries with just one Schengen visa. So that's one thing you should know. Consider, if I have a Schengen visa, I can visit France, I can be in France today, I can be in Norway tomorrow, I can be in any Schengen country whenever I want to be. So, lovely people, I'm really sorry for those of you who came in just now. You're coming pretty late, but I'm going to be saving this video on my page and you can do well to watch it. It is really, there are a lot of job opportunities in Finland. Yes, there are lots of opportunities. work job opportunities. You can actually even school, you can do you can teach, you can decide to be a TA as well. There are job opportunities there. I think I have to like do research on some stuff and let you guys know. So as an international student, even if you are schooling in maybe US, Canada, the kind of jobs you will be seeing yourself wanting to do are maybe you working in McDonald's, working here or something. So you definitely see job opportunities related to your study, your field of study in Finland. I think I'll just wait for like the next 5 minutes. If I get any other question, if I don't, I'm going to be ending this video and posting it on my page and on my Instagram and my YouTube page. I'll advise you guys to follow me on YouTube, Beatrice Zoe Jama. I post a couple of travel stuffs there, so you get information. I work with partnered universities in UK, US, Australia, and Canada. I just research schools. I work directly with these schools. So I'm your go-to travel consultant. I help with admissions processing, visa processing, proof of funds. We can also help you do and secondly, before I forget, you need a resume. But in the Europe standard, you have to write your resume Europe standard. You can get those informations online. They are pretty easy. There are softwares that help you develop them. If you do not know how to write it, I can assist you. We also render the services. We give recommendations. So it's not only Finland. If you want to relocate to any country, we are your go-to people. We focus mostly on education pathway. So guys, thank you for tuning in. For those of you that have been here, I really do appreciate your time, and I'll see you all when I see you in my DMs asking good questions. Please do not just come to my DM and write, hello, hi, tell me about Finland. I am not going to respond to any of those messages. So I need you guys to come with your good answer, come with good questions you want to know about something, not just tell me about it. That's rude. And if I also tell you to contact my business page, it's because there are people there who have a lot of information I will respond to you too. Thank you, and do have a wonderful day, depending on your time in your country where you are. Love you all.